Hi everybody, it's Rob here from FleshEatingZipper. Got a little bit of a gameplay video for Crysis 2 here. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of crazy review stuff or anything right now. I'm just going to kind of let you guys sit and enjoy the video and see what you think. I will kind of talk about a couple of things. I went out and bought this earlier today and got it installed. It had to update, and one of the things that I was hit with straight away after it updated was AVG coming up and telling me that there was a virus in the exe after the patch. I told AVG to go ahead and ignore it, but of course I'm going to scan later just in case, because who knows what kind of crazy stuff EA is up to. But obviously it hasn't affected my gameplay, so I'm not going to be too terribly concerned about it. What you're looking at here is pretty standard gameplay for Crysis. We've got some stealth action when we activate our cloaking system, and do some running around looking for bad guys to kill. Now this is the action towards the beginning of the game. At this point I've only got a couple of the special abilities that are available, and you'll see them a little bit as I play through, but they aren't really the focus of the video. I kind of want to focus really on the graphics and the overall gameplay. Now the graphics, as you can tell, are really pretty. Now I have this set on the extreme graphics mode, which is obviously the highest. It defaulted to the very high, I believe, or whatever, but I set it up to extreme and was still pulling 60 frames a second even with the video recorder running. So the graphics are very smooth, very crisp, and as you can tell, they're pretty good looking. Now as we go through, we're right now just all in a cityscape, and there's a lot of stuff going on. We can you know, pick up various items and little unlocks and whatnot. And again, it's a lot of looking for enemies to fight. This isn't one of those games that just floods you with enemy after enemy after enemy. There's a lot of moving around, looking for clues, looking for places that you need to be, and finding enemies to kill. So it's not, again, just one of those where they throw wave after wave after wave of enemies at you. Now I'm activating my maximum armor right around here, and this is the first time I've seen this ability. It kind of does this to you as you go. It'll introduce new abilities to you, just in regular gameplay. Something that needs to be said is that the environments are destructible. So when people hide behind, you know, corners of walls and things like that, as you shoot, you will take huge chunks out of the corners of those walls. They just grenaded me, bastards. Again, you'll take huge chunks out of the corners of the walls, and that to me is a good thing, because I really get tired of situations where people or, you know, enemies will crouch down behind something and you can't hurt them, you can't kill them, you can't, you know, and in this case when they do stuff like that, you can still put bullets in their face, or you just run up on them like that, shoot them in the dome piece. There's kind of another key component of this is energy management. You see it pops up every once in a while and tells me my energy is low, and whatever nanotechnology I'm using that's using my energy at that time, I need to stop doing it. So right then I had the maximum armor on, it comes up and tells me that I'm running low on energy, and I can go ahead and let my energy run out, but generally it's not a good idea to do that, because you know, if you got no energy and you need to stealth really fast because you've got a dozen enemies coming after you, you could find yourself getting your butt kicked pretty fast. So again, there's an energy management component to this. You got to make sure that you don't run yourself out of energy for too long, so that you can still use your abilities.
Be out there fighting the Seth? Beats cleaning up this mess. Tell that to Maroon section. The Seth wiped out half their squad in Greenwich Village. He's right. We got it easy down here. Midtown's fucking chaos, man. You call this easy? These are people, man. They ain't people no more. They're a biohazard. Alright, enough of this shit. Lancaster, check the intersection. We'll take the diner. Roger that.
You'll notice that when I'm cloaked and I start firing, it uses up all of my energy immediately. I'm not sure gameplay or story-wise why that is, but that's what it does. So again, that's sort of an energy management component. You have to realize that when you're cloaked and you stick your head out and shoot somebody, you're going to become uncloaked really, really quickly. Another thing that I'll have to tell you is the enemies in this are tough. They don't go down from just a couple of bullets. They're obviously wearing some form of body armor or something, and it takes quite a bit to take them down. So don't think you're going to be running through here dropping guys with 1 or 2 shots. And as you could probably tell from that, the game does use line of sight detection for the enemies. So if you're technically in their line of sight, but you're behind some sort of object, you know, a row of shrubs or something like that, they're not going to see you. And there's some other games that are out right now where that's kind of not the case. If you're in an enemy's line of sight at all, it seems like there could be a tank between you and them, and they're still going to see you for some reason.
Something's there. We have a man down.
And there, I just took myself out of cloak just to let my energy bar refill, and I go right back into cloak again. And now, enjoy a variety of stealth melee kills. And this is pretty much going to be it for the Crysis 2 gameplay video. We're finishing up here real quick. You'll get to see a quick sneak preview of another nano ability, which is the nano vision coming up here. All in all, the game is really, really nice. I definitely recommend it. It's a hell of a lot better than Homefront. So yeah, if you're an FPS fan, check it out. I've played a little further into it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So by all means, check this one out. Again, this is Rob from FleshEatingZipper. You guys have a good one.
Watch your step down there.